Are you ambitious but overwhelmed? This is something that I've been going through for a long time. It took me like 8 months to get over it. One of the biggest problems I had was I always wanted to do multiple things. I never wanted to stick to one thing. I was like, that's exciting. Oh, that's exciting. No, that's exciting. And it was just so many options. I think it was a year ago when I said, I want to start something because the longest time it took me so much time just to start. But then I started thinking, what should I start? And there's so many things. Like I want to start a YouTube channel. I want to do a podcast. I want to start a business. Then I thought, maybe I'll trade option on the side. Oh no, maybe I'll do something else. And all those things result in me doing nothing because I just got really overwhelmed. I started thinking, what do I do? There's so much to do. There's so much to do. And then I just did nothing. Absolutely nothing. Then I realized it is not possible to succeed in everything. Because if you look at the Forbes 1,000, 10,000, all of the companies and the founders, all of them have been billionaires by just doing one thing. And that's when it hit me. You can become great in all of those opportunities, but you have to pick just one. And me trying to do all of them doesn't allow me to do any of them. First, I can't give my 100% because if I have 5 ventures, I can only give 20% of my time to each of them. And I would never be able to beat anyone who's giving 100% of their time, right? Not even one person. That's the first point that made me realize that. The second was I get too overwhelmed. Like every summer, I used to do that. I used to say, okay, what am I going to do? I'm going to try to start a business. I'm going to start working out. I'm trying to eat healthy. I'm going to figure out if I want to do drop shipping, options trade. So many things that the only thing I was able to do consistently in the summer was procrastinate because nothing happened. And when I realized that, okay, I need to pick one thing. And it's not just picking a skill, it's also a business. You can do multiple businesses. So you have to pick a business or one skill. And if you want to get away with maybe wanting to do more skills, you can do a complementary skill. Like I'm doing. Like I'm trying to improve me making content and communicating. And they're both complementary because the more I communicate, the better I get. And if I do it with content, I'm hitting two birds with one stone. Same with sales and content, maybe. If you want to get good at both, you can record yourself doing sales calls for YouTube or on Instagram. So finding skills that can go together, a complementary skill. But you can do two different skills and say, why am I not going as fast as John, who's just learning one skill and giving all his time there? You will move slower. And it's okay. If you want to learn both skills together, it's okay to move slower, but you can't want to move as fast as someone who's only doing one of those skills, but you want to do both skills. It doesn't work that way. Alex Hormozi says something. Once you realize that anything worth doing takes so fucking long that you only stick to one thing. Because I always, like I said before, want to do multiple things, but I realized anything I want to do takes a lot of fucking time. A lot of it. Focus is not just eliminating distractions, it's also eliminating all the other options that I was talking about before. It is the hardest thing to do because that's the reason why you're overwhelmed. Because ambitious people are people that want to do amazing things. They want to take risks, but they are overwhelmed. Just like you, because you've watched this far in the video. You want to solve this. You want to figure out why you're overwhelmed. And that's because there are too many options, too many decisions to make. There are too many things to learn. You have to cut out all the noise and focus on that one thing that you want to do. And you don't have to do this forever, I'm saying. You have to do it for a season and then maybe pivot. But if you want to be really good at it, you have to to it for at least months or at least a year. Because sticking to it is also a skill. Resilience. That you're going to keep going regardless of what happens. And I think the first 30 days are the hardest. That's when you sit and you go, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Because the first 30 days, you're changing a part of yourself. You're changing identity. But after 30 days, when it's in your routine, when you've done it consistently, when you've ingrained it, and you made it a part of your identity, then it's easier. That feels weird that you don't do it. Like for me, when I was working out, the first 2 months was really critical to me. And once I was able to be consistent those 2 months, it changed everything. Today, for an example, I didn't go to the gym because I had a lot of work to do. I felt anxious because I've been consistent in the gym for a year and a half now. And when you realize that it's a part of you, it's really hard not to do it. And so the most important thing is you have to focus on those first 30 days and stick to that one thing for at least a year. And that's how you're going to get better. And that's my personal experience. Because when I've stuck to making content and focusing on just communication content, I've been able to not be that overwhelmed because I've narrowed down everything to just 2 things instead of 1,000,000 that I used to do. And I used to think, why am I not great at anything? No shit, because I've been wasting all my time with 10,000 different things. You only have 24 hours in a day. You have to focus on one skill or business or complementary skills. Thank you so much for watching this video. Also watch my last 2 videos. One, books can change your life. And the second one, you have to let yourself go. And I'll see y'all next time.